Check. 1, 2, 1, 2.
Yep.
The sound is on. Are we ready, bro?
Are we on?
We're on. All right, everybody. Welcome to another episode of JR and the Crew. We are here live from Sony Studio.
Capitol Records.
We went back to Capitol?
Yeah, bro.
The keys up?
No, they give us cheaper rent. So said,
cheaper rent. Yeah. We got to go where it's cheap. Momo.
Yeah.
Momo does the finances, and she says,
That's
we out.
We can't afford this no more. We got to go.
We got to go. But hey, check it out, guys. We got a packed out house, as you can see.
It's packed in here today.
It's packed in here today. No, Vic's on his way. He's stuck in traffic, man. I got to give it to that guy. He comes far. He comes far.
He does, for sure.
Yes.
And he works all day.
All day, man.
All day he works. He's on social media. He's promoting his stuff. He's doing his clothes. That
Damn.
guy's grinding. Shout out my boy Vic. Too bad you're not here, dog, because I wouldn't have give you a shout out like that.
We'll see him in the second segment, but
that's right.
But give it up. Let's give it up to E-Man. E-Man's in the house, of course. Always. We got the lovely Momo in the house.
Yeah.
And then, of course, we got Jimmy G. He's behind the cameras, of course. And then Sachin, our intern. I mean, I don't know about this guy, bro.
I think he's fucking stoned somewhere.
Yeah, he's stoned. Supposedly
No,
he is.
for real, he is. Like that. Yeah. He even said, I'm not going to be there because I'm going to be stoned.
Yeah.
It's like,
It's my birthday week. I can't be there.
Enjoy your high, my man. Enjoy your high.
Yeah,
Hey,
us,
that's
please,
good for you, Sachin, man. Enjoy your birthday week.
That's right.
But hey, as we get into this, we get into our topics, hot topics, man.
Hot topics.
Hot
It is
topics.
hot as fuck outside.
Yes, it is,
Ooh,
man.
is it?
We gotta make a good intro for it too. I'm gonna make a good intro for hot topics, and then we talk about stuff.
Okay.
Oh, man.
But apparently this time, E-Man has something really good to talk about.
I think it's pretty good because we had a guest on our show, a former guest on our show that talked about this and is really involved in this, which is homelessness and
okay.
Right now they're pushing for getting the homeless out of areas, bro. Like no camping out, no tents and stuff like that.
No laying
out. Nowhere. Mm-hmm. Like everywhere.
Oh, they're
bro.
out.
They're out. They're out. So they're pushing hard.
Wow.
And it looks like it's gonna pass. They're not gonna let anybody be anywhere like just laid out and chilling. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
So I know there's people out there protesting about it, and there's also people that are really for it. Obviously, this is why it's happening.
Mm-hmm.
Correct.
And they're talking about getting these people housing and things like that and whatnot. And I think, like, that's cool that they're going to do that, bro. I understand. Like, look, we have so many abandoned buildings here that if you clean them up and lay some beds out for these people, get them in those spots, man. What are we waiting for? You know what I'm saying? Like, you guys got the money. They got the money. But it's just something that I'm tapping in on, I'm listening about. And, I mean, what do you guys think about that whole situation, people camping out?
Yeah, what do you think, Momo? Because you're in the Pomona area.
So I hear what you're saying, right? As far as, we have all these abandoned buildings, let them live there. But who's going to pay for the water, for the electricity? Who's going to pay for the building to be kept up? I'm all for helping those that want help.
Right.
But the ones that don't want help, why spin our wheels?
Right.
That's right.
Why try to convince them that they can have a better life if they themselves
Don't want it.
That's right.
That's true.
My philosophy is, and I've heard this growing up as I got older, I'm not willing to work hard any harder than you're willing to work yourself.
Right.
I'm not going to overwork myself trying to help you.
Right.
If you want the help, I'm going to help you. I mean,
right.
bottom line, right? Bottom line.
No, it's true because you made a good point. If you put them in the abandoned homes, the sanitary stuff is going to get wild because I've met a lot of people that don't want that help. Yeah. They love the freedom that they're in, what they're able to do, and it's sad because not all of them. There's some people that it's a financial bind, and that's why they're out there. It's a real financial bind.
And that's the thing. Right now, it was a lot of it is for financial bind because of what we went through with COVID. Everybody losing their jobs. Don't get me wrong. Everybody's getting a fat check. You know what I mean? If people took the process to do that and the right steps to get their dough, then there may be some people still survive and stayed above water. Because I know a lot of people that stayed above water. That the whole time I've been working, they haven't been working. They're living better than me.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So-
Going
Right.
on trips.
So you know,
and-
but there's certain people out there that weren't able to get that check. You know what I'm saying? So they are out there and they are tanning and they are doing this and that. But I mean, I feel what Momo's saying, but I also think that that's why they want to do this, because there's actually people out there that are doing this that really want that help. I don't think it's just happening out of nowhere where it's just a bunch of people laying out. And don't get me wrong, there is a lot of places like that in LA, especially in LA.
No,
There's a
heck
lot
yeah,
of
man.
places like
LA
that,
looks
you know?
horrible,
Yeah,
man.
Yeah, I mean,
It
it's
looks bad.
And it's not just LA.
Yeah.
It's everywhere.
everywhere.
Yeah, when
Yeah.
traveling this
Yeah.
summer, you know, when I went to Miami, when I went
Yeah.
to other places, like there was people, same thing. You know, camping
right.
out on the beach, camping out on the streets, and you know, I take things from a different perspective, right? So I see things from a different lens, maybe
'Cause what you do for a living.
because of what I do for a living.
Right.
And so if I own a building, and that's my livelihood, that's how I feed my family and pay my bills, and I have somebody trashing it because they decide they don't want to go and get a job or they don't want to take care of themselves, like how is that my fault?
Yeah.
And,
Oh,
and
sure.
especially when it's putting a dent in my pocket.
Yeah,
Right?
right.
So all in all, what do you guys think? Do you guys think this is a good proposition to pass?
Okay, so to be clear, because I did watch that and I did do a little bit of
Oh,
background
hey.
check on that.
So she knows what's
So-
up.
Yeah.
She's over here making me.
So
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
not-
She dumb it
okay.
down, dummy
All right.
downing it. Like,
No. It's not everywhere. It's on certain streets and different corridors, right?
Right.
Right.
So from what I remember, it's not just Los Angeles County, it's the city of LA, right?
Right.
So a lot of people don't realize that that's different and the codes are different and the way that they govern is different, right? Versus county and city.
Mm-hmm.
And so what they're trying to say is that in certain places, certain streets in the city of LA, it's going to be prohibited.
Right.
Oh,
So-
okay.
So it's not
Especially like schools. They
Everywhere.
said like schools, daycares.
Exactly.
You know.
Well, yeah, you don't want people
hospitals.
living right in
Yeah.
front of schools
those
and stuff.
vulnerable populations
Yeah.
Right, right.
where you know they may be intimidated or they may feel threatened or
I
they
feel like someone can walk on the sidewalk. 'cause-
Right.
Right, right. Yeah.
Or-
It is a little dangerous, yeah.
and sometimes they're indecent.
Yeah, that's
you know,
true.
because
They're
they're living
doing a
on
lot
the
of
streets.
indecency. Yeah.
Yeah, they're living
And
on
there
the
are
streets.
mentally ill people out there that are doing,
Right.
different stuff.
No, it's true.
And so I think that's really the challenge when it comes. This is my personal thought, but I think
It
that's
is.
really the challenge when it comes to homelessness
Right.
is that you have a lot of mentally ill
Right.
individuals that they don't know any better or they're
Right.
not they're off their meds
Mm-hmm.
and so for them to have the coping skills to deal with everyday life that we do, they don't.
Right,
And
right.
so for them to make a decision to say, hey, I'm gonna take a shower today, like it doesn't automatically come to their head.
Right.
You know, that's not their
Right,
priority.
right. It's
and
not.
it's not just that they're strung out on drugs and that they're a fucking dope fiend. That's not always the case.
Mm-hmm.
They're mentally ill. Like something is not triggering in their brain to be like, living on the streets is not right, or
And-
No, it's true.
you know, I
Yeah.
can have a better life. They don't think like that.
And that's the thing. Like when Polly's project was here, shout out my boy. We definitely got a little better understanding of that because he's in there day in and day out with these people, talking to them, helping them, trying to get them food, water, things like that. And I feel like that type of those. This is where I'm getting at. I guess after all this is. If we have more people out there like Polly's project doing that type of work, I feel like abandoned buildings wouldn't have to worry about water and all this extra stuff if we have these type of people out there helping these individuals out. You know what I'm saying?
No, it's true,
And that just that's another reason why what he's doing is a positive movement. You know what I mean?
No, absolutely. I don't disagree with you.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of people out there that want to help the homeless, but then you also have to, again, on the flip side,
Right.
And who's
you're
paying for it?
enabling some of those individuals.
Right.
So you're allowing them to stay on the streets, to make the city image look bad because they decide they don't want to go and get a job and
Definitely.
work the individuals that can.
Right.
The ones that
That's so
can,
true.
okay, I get it. And that's when the service organizations, the county, the state, step in and, okay, yeah, let us help you
Assist
out.
them, yeah.
But the
Yeah.
ones that they cognitively make the decision to live on the streets and decide that that's what they want to do, that's not right. They shouldn't be able to camp out
Yeah.
wherever they're at, and they shouldn't be able to get 3 hot meals a day. They shouldn't be able to go get a voucher to sleep in a hotel. Like that, to me, that's not okay.
Yeah, they're using
Yeah.
the system. You feel like they're using
exactly.
the system.
To me, that's not okay.
Yeah.
But there's another, since we're talking about people sleeping in different places, just on the news the other day.
Yeah, Momo, where were you? I'm just kidding.
I was gonna say, what
So
is
what'd you guys hear?
I was gonna say, oh my God, what is he gonna say?
How do you know?
Wait a minute, time out. I'm here, guys. I'm here today.
I know that, but like I told you before, we gotta talk shit to you now.
Yeah.
Because then people just think we talk shit.
Yeah,
behind
you
your
can't
back.
sleep here. Don't try to
It's
think
not
you can sleep here
We
either.
talk shit to you when you're here too.
Okay, all right.
No,
fair enough. Fair enough.
But there's this guy, famous guy, named Kanye West,
Okay.
and he's actually
Never heard of him.
I know.
I'm just kidding. Go ahead.
He's actually he's living right now in the Mercedes-Benz Stadium because he's finishing his album.
That's what I heard.
What?
I seen that
Yeah.
like trending on. One
Where's
of
the
social medias.
Mercedes-Benz stadium at?
Atlanta.
Yeah, but let's take a look at what suite he's living in. You know what I mean? Like, have you been into the like luxury box suites in a stadium?
So
Oh,
what do you
hell
think?
yeah,
He's out
nice.
on the field or what?
I don't know.
Junior's
no.
probably like, that was probably on first base.
It's just
right
crazy because if he has that much money,
Now. Yeah.
He's in the dugout.
Yeah.
They have a dugout there.
But you know what, man? Like I feel like people like him, they're kind of out there too. But they have to. I don't know. You know how they say creative artists people
Yeah.
are. You know.
yeah. So he's just trying to do to be
Well,
creative.
look at Matt Alonso, bro. Matt Alonso has to stay at Tyrese's house. He basically held hostage there until he finished the video.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
that what you
Yeah. And then he's like, yeah. Then Tyrese starts throwing a party. Comes in like, hey man, you done with my video? And I was like, no, not yet.
He's like, stop making me party.
Stop making me party and I'll finish it. No, but yeah. But I mean, but some people have that mental vibe where they have to be in this place.
Yeah.
They put this up in
put
That's where
that
their
energy out.
Yeah.
Creativity comes out. But I mean, if you have enough dough to stay there, why not? Might as well.
Yeah,
right?
that's crazy though.
You're gonna be going
Because you know,
back
I heard since you say that because people do certain things for their creativity to come out.
Right.
I heard a story from Ludacris. Ludacris actually has kept his old car before he became famous.
Yeah, his Acura.
Yeah, and
You
he
seen
goes
it?
and drives it.
It's tight, dude.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah?
he drive to get creative. He goes in his car and he takes a drive
What
in his
trip?
old car.
And
just
it's
inside.
nice though. He redid it all.
Yeah,
up.
no, he
It's his
fixes it.
original car that he's had
Oh, dope.
for the longest time.
Yeah. So he fixed it up. Yeah, he fixed it up, of course, but
Uh-huh.
but it's not like a Mercedes or anything. But it's
Yeah.
yeah, and he
Well,
has
but
that.
it's an Acura though. I mean, it's
Yeah, and he
still a
goes
luxury
in-
vehicle.
Old school Acura.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, old school
Yeah.
Acura.
94,
Okay.
94,
Oh.
96.
Yeah.
94, 96.
Yeah.
So what you got?
For like what? A hot topic?
Yeah.
Wow.
well, See, we always talk about not
Dang.
having hot topics, and then
No.
guess what? You got
Actually-
that.
no,
you got
actually-
your top at hot
no,
topic.
No, not this one. They did not sell this at Hot Topic. No, actually, I do have an Hot Topic. So it's been trending on the news. It's been on social media. What about those two kids that were killed at the movie theater? Like,
Ooh,
shit just
I haven't-
opened
no, I
up,
haven't-
right?
Yeah, yeah.
hear
Like,
about
like
that.
the movie theaters literally just opened up like a month ago for all of us to go enjoy.
Right. I heard
And
it
then
yesterday.
this 18-year-old kid, social media influencer,
Wow.
and this girl, he may have been 19, she's 18,
Something
were
like that,
murdered.
yeah.
Okay, so the whole movie
They're watching
goes
Purge.
by, right? They watched The Purge, and when the movie was over, the staff was going to clean, and they found two dead bodies.
Yeah.
Like overdose?
No shot.
Oh, shot!
How the hell do you shoot somebody in a movie theater?
And nobody hears nothing, right?
Nobody, and there was people in there.
Yeah, and there were 6 people. 6 tickets were
people.
sold.
Yeah.
6 tickets were sold, and they were 2, so there was 4 other people besides them in that theater. Nobody saw nothing. Nobody heard nothing. The end of the movie, the other 4 walk out, and then the other 2 are dead.
I found him dead.
What? That's crazy.
That sounds like
Yeah. So what happened? I think what happened is the guy went in there with a gun. While one of the scenes of maybe like all the shooting and
Could have been because it gets
he just went,
loud.
Yeah.
and then he walked out because they did find the guy.
Oh,
I
yeah,
read
yeah.
that.
It was
Yeah,
his
they found-
18-year-old. That's right.
Yeah,
That's right.
they found the guy, so.
Last update, I did see that. It was an 18-year-old
But
kid.
you would think you would see something like, I mean, there's so many people in there. See something like that, no one's like, oh.
That's what they were mad about. That no one's seen anything. And then some people were saying like, oh well, he didn't have a backpack or anything, but. Dude, you can put a gun anywhere.
Conceal a gun, absolutely.
You know, it doesn't have a backpack or anything like that. You can see the gun anywhere you can walk in.
That's crazy.
So my mind thinks weird, right? So I'm thinking, okay, these kids, the kid that was 19, he's a social media influencer, right? And you know, nowadays you check in, show you where you're at.
Right.
I'm here. This is where I'm at. So I'm thinking
Someone
maybe
took him out.
somebody
It was like obsessed with them.
You're dating my girl,
Oh,
F
yeah,
you,
that too.
and pow pow.
Well, they feel it is a hit. They felt it was a hit. I don't know,
Momo,
man.
How is that?
Oh man, just go for it.
Oh my God! No, thank God we're ending
Yeah,
right
thank
now
God
as we
it's
go
over.
to the second
It's already
segment.
done. But second segment coming in or what?
Yeah, second segment's gonna come in. We're gonna have Vic, Slick Vic's coming in.
come
We
back.
also have a great guest with us,
Amazing
man.
guest.
We got Pushing Fruits LA in the
sir.
house.
He's here.
man. He's here, man. He has a great story. So you guys, on that high note, we're gonna let Momo take us out with her shotgun noise.
Hi guys, Peter Rodriguez here over at Mortgage Masters. Hopefully you're having a great week because we've actually had a phenomenal week here at Mortgage Masters. The girls are in there processing funding, getting docs out, closing loans for us. I want to share you a little situation that I have right now on my desk. We actually just closed a loan for a dear friend of mine. He was very fortunate to retire at a young age but didn't have an actual income because he retired at such a young age. But with a loan known as asset dissipation, we were able to go ahead and create an income for him, put him on a 15-year. Now he's happy, he's satisfied, and he's gonna be paying his loan off that much earlier. Call now.
Okay, look, I know you're enjoying the show, but a real quick announcement. Press that share button. That's right, press that share button. I know you've heard it so many times from us, and so many people are always asking us, how can we support you guys? How can we help you guys? But hey, you can do it by pressing the share button, all right? And also, don't forget, go to our YouTube, and if you are on our YouTube channel, press the subscribe button, okay? I'll let you guys get back to the show. Yeah. So George, I hope you love our beats, man. I hope you love our beats. But we are back, everybody, and we have our special guest, man. We've been trying to get this guy for the longest time.
Yeah.
It finally worked out. We got George from Pushing Fruits LA in the house. Finally.
Yes, sir.
damn it.
Pushing interviews.
Pushing
Oh,
interviews,
I
man.
like that. I like
you know
that.
what?
There you go.
Pushing interviews. You know what? We're gonna copyright that. You know?
TM.
We'll talk after.
Yeah, we'll talk about all the rights and stuff. But man, I finally got to meet you. We got to meet you at To Live and Die in LA.
Yeah.
That's where we finally got to meet you, man. We got to see your whole setup. You were there, man. I mean, there was a line just to eat the fruits that you guys were giving, man. But what do you actually sell on that whole thing?
So it's the typical LA fruit. It's the fresh fruit cut on site. But what puts me aside from the regular frutero is I put a little something secret, which is called chaca chaca.
Oh.
They're
Chaca chaca.
tamarindo candies. Yeah, I get them from either Mexicali
Stay close.
when I see I either get them in Mexicali when I see my family.
Okay.
Pretty regular, or I just jump over to TJ real quick.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
cool,
Right.
man.
Like
Yeah,
do you crush them up and then like do it like as a topping or?
Yeah, so that's
Okay.
like the finishing touch.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'll
right
put
on.
that on there right before I put the chamoy and the
nice.
tajin.
That's right,
just to
dog.
give it some character.
Mm,
and-
Made my
Sounds
mouth
good
water
right
right now.
You
I
should
know,
have
I'm
brought
like, damn,
samples.
did we bring some?
yeah.
He's gonna pop the trunk.
Yeah.
No, he couldn't bring it. Even his Uber driver was Rolls Royce, so he drove him and dropped him off.
Something light, you know?
He's up.
Nothing
Yeah,
fancy.
something light for a Wednesday, you know? Nah.
That's right.
The fruit business is banging, so you know.
Yeah,
That's good, man.
Yeah, I love
is.
it. I love it.
No, I know. We got to meet you there, and it was kind of cool because it was really good to see you in action, man. I mean, Vic talks highly of you, and
That's my boy.
Is
Supporter from day one. Yeah. Love
dude,
that dude.
we love Vic, man. That guy supports everybody, bro.
Oh, yeah.
And when he told us about you, and then finally meeting you there, and then saw the line, even he was trying to get an interview with you because you were on the last episode with To Live and Die in LA.
Yeah.
The episode we did. It was even hard to get an episode. I mean, get a segment with you because just the line was huge,
It was
bro.
popping,
It was just
yeah.
popping.
I get
man.
in a zone, and
That's right.
So the downfall of being a vendor at an event is you miss the event. You know what I mean? But
Sure.
because
right.
me, I'm making sure I'm not cutting my fingers off, so I'm looking down at my cutting board.
Is that what happened? You cut your fingers?
Oh, you cut your
Yeah,
You must have looked up, huh?
I took a little shave off.
Yeah, man.
That's the ingredient of the chaca chaca.
That's the sweetness. That's the sweetness.
No, that's right.
I'll pass.
No, that's right. That's cool, man. That's what's up, man.
But
So,
yeah,
so that's what you're doing now. Before all that, though, man, like, what was your 9 to 5 get down?
I mean, I still have a 9 to 5 get down.
That's right.
All right.
Okay.
So I've been with NASA for the last
Damn.
about to be 8 years.
Dang,
What?
that's
Yeah,
interesting.
That's
I
what's
work
up.
at JPL, Jet Propulsion Laboratory in Pasadena.
Oh wow.
Wow.
Yeah, I would have
man.
never guessed. I mean,
Yeah, a lot of people
I
don't.
never, ever,
Crazy, yeah.
ever, ever,
Say,
ever.
like a moment be judging books by its cover and shit, man.
Oh yeah. happens.
Cut that shit out, Mo.
Sorry,
I was
sorry.
in the Uber one time, and the dude was like, "What do you do? You're like the custodian." I was
Oh.
like,
Fucking asshole.
Actually, I'm not.
No tip,
Yeah,
motherfucker.
this time, no, I'm not.
They really hit you like that? Serious?
Oh yeah, yeah,
Damn.
yeah. I was riding shotgun too. He let me ride shotgun with them, and he's like, "So what do you do?" I had a couple boys with me, you know, and went through the whole roll call. And when it got to me, my boys always get a kick out of it because it's always a surprise to people when they're
Yeah.
like, "What the fuck? I thought you were just a cholo," you know?
Yeah.
Right, right.
Like, hell nah. I mean that's aside, but yeah, he was just like, "Hey, so what do you do?" And my boys are like, "Tell him."
They're all excited for you.
Yeah, I'm like,
You're that token
fuck."
friend.
Yeah,
You're that token
low,
friend.
the
Yeah.
low key dude. Yeah, so yeah, and I told him like, "Oh, I work for NASA." You know, he's like, "Oh shit, really?" He's like, "Come on." He's like, "But you clean the offices, right?" And I was like, "Nah, man."
How does that make you feel? Like you're just like whatever, or-
honestly, I don't sweat
feel
the
like
small
slapping
shit. Like,
somebody.
I don't sweat it.
like
Like, I laugh
that.
about it. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
But sometimes people are very surprised, you know, and especially when they ask me what I do and I get a little bit into
Right.
what my team does and what we're responsible for. They're kind of just like, "Oh shit." Okay.
What do you guys
Oh,
do?
gosh,
If you don't
beat me
mind me
to the
asking.
punch.
Or
So
is NASA like private and shit?
yeah, I mean, there's some spots at campus where we're not allowed to go to or whatever. But believe it if you want, but I have pretty high security clearance. So
Nice.
so the building that I work in, it's called the Space Flight Operations Center, and it's also known as the center of the universe because the fact that in that building and in our department, all the information from all over the world who sends their satellites and their rovers and all that
Oh,
stuff
wow.
out in the universe,
Yeah.
all that information comes to us first.
Oh, wow.
And then we disperse it to whatever organization it pertains to.
Right, right.
So that's why they call our building the center of the universe because
Wow.
that's where all the information comes
Oh,
first.
Wow.
That's pretty dope.
Yeah.
Dude, that's crazy.
crazy,
That's right there in
dude.
Pasadena.
Yeah, man.
Damn,
Yeah,
I never know that. Hey, talk about learning something every day.
Yeah, that's where
That's
I'm
right.
at.
Hell
Monday
yeah.
through Friday, man.
That's what's
10
up.
hours a day right there,
That's
just holding
right.
it down. But yeah, so my group, what we do is we monitor the data centers that are on campus. And what the data centers is they're just pretty big. They're just big rooms with power and air conditioning, and we just have racks of computer servers just running for different missions, for different
Dang.
groups.
So if something
Yeah.
goes down, you're in trouble.
My team is on it. Yeah.
Right.
He's on, so it's not going to happen.
Nah, it can't. Yeah, it can't.
Shoot,
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
That's
Because
crazy.
if we let the data center down, then there's no more
So you guys,
information.
so everything's running, but then you also have generators just in case the power does go off.
Yeah,
So it just kicks in real quick, keeps everything going.
Yeah, so we have a backup UPS system, which is batteries first.
Oh, batteries
So the
first.
batteries takes over first, and then when those die, then the generators kick in.
Okay.
So
Wow, that's crazy, man.
yeah, we're on.
You guys
it.
How many
hiring, dog?
days?
You guys hiring?
I mean, I could probably pull a string or two.
That's right, dog. Shut down and watch all kinds of
Wait.
shit.
Yeah,
Oh, so yeah, he wants to work for Pushing Fruits LA.
Yeah.
You got E-Man.
that's
I
right.
got you, I got
More
you,
than
dog.
merrier.
Hey, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Shit.
we gotta eat. It's all more than one
Come on,
hustle
you know
out
what I
here
mean?
in
That's
California.
right. That's
Shit.
right. That's
Hell
right.
yeah.
No, that's cool, man. Because, dude, seriously, man, before you even got into that, man, because you said something too that some people think, oh, he's just a cholo. So give a little background, bro, because yeah, you didn't just get into NASA. We want to get into. We want to know why how'd you get into it, but
Okay.
before that, I mean, wait, you grew up in Almani,
Yeah. The mean streets of friendly Almani.
El Monte.
Yeah, El Monte. Went to Almani High School.
All right.
Did you graduate?
No comment. Next.
Next question.
Yeah.
Just asking.
So you don't have to graduate to work for NASA.
yeah, I did. Not at the moment, but eventually I ended up getting
see.
those.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
You're
yeah.
fucked.
See?
I am screwed.
But yeah, so I grew up in the city of El Monte. Just went to El Monte High School. Went to the continuation in Almani, and then after that, just my mom working a couple jobs and never being home, and I ended up hanging out with the neighbors more than being at home, and
Right, that's how it
hanging out with the
happens.
neighbors' brothers, older
All right.
brothers, not being at home. So it just one thing led to another, and I found myself putting in work for my neighborhood, and,
Okay.
and I wasn't even from there yet, So
Yeah.
it just came down to, well, shit, welcome to the familia, and
Right.
and did our thing on Easter Sunday at Lake Park, and after that it was on and popping.
Man.
Lake. Yeah.
Yeah.
Lake.
So the streets the streets didn't kind of raise. They raised you.
Yeah, to a certain extent.
Yeah.
Yeah, my mom did her best,
Right,
but
right.
but you know, my mom, she battled her own demons, and she was a hustler. You know what I mean? She would drink a box of wine and a 12-pack or 24-pack of Michelob's or Miller Genuine Draft.
MGD.
And then and wake up the next morning like nothing, and I would be like, "Dang, you're awake, mom? Okay."
Yeah.
But yeah, God bless her. She's always been a grinder, but unfortunately, I got a little bit bigger than her, and I ended up running my own program. You know.
I hear you.
So.
Wow, man.
So at what point did what got you out of the streets though?
So I did that for a while. Just got in a bunch of trouble. I ended up getting married, had 4 kids. My mom said, you know, she put in my ear that she thought that would get me off of the streets. But to be honest with you, that had no effect as to, you know, unfortunately, not even my kids had an effect onto my attitude.
You're just deep
the
in it.
streets, you know. I just felt the love from my neighborhood, you know, and I just had to give it back, you know what I mean? And then one thing led to another. My mom would always tell me, you're either going to be dead or in jail for the rest of your life. Like, there's always someone bigger and badder than you out there. And I was like, hell nah, I don't believe that, you know. And one day, you know, it was time to get gangster, and we got gangster, and we got the short end of the stick, you know. And I got shot 5 times with the 40, and my brother, my homeboy from Florida as well, he took one to the chin and passed away instantly.
Man.
And so that was really the moment where I took shit into perspective. You know what I mean? I all I heard was my mom telling me that in my head.
Right.
I was there for like 3 hours until the helicopter got there to pick me up. Because we were at a gas station, so it was like a lot of technical shit, shutting off pumps, and the owner had to be like a bunch of stuff from the back end that I was witnessing while I'm laying there. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
And I just asked God, you know, like I'm not really a religious person, never have been, you know, but I believe, you know what I'm saying? And I just asked him at that moment, like, if you get me through this, I'm gonna change. You know, I'm not gonna be the dude that pulls up next to someone mad dogging them, waiting for them to look at me so I could react, or you know what I mean, like just bullshit. And so I had a lot of time to think, man. You know, the helicopter flight to Vegas, I thought I was dying. I lost my hearing. The propeller was going slow motion. The firefighter was straddling me, slapping me, not telling me not to go to sleep. And from that point on, bro, I said, you know what? I think I'm done with this part of my life. Like, it's time to do something better.
So how long ago was that?
That happened about 16 years ago.
Oh, wow,
Right on,
long
man.
time.
Damn,
Yeah,
that's
16
what's
years
up,
ago.
man.
I had a couple hiccups after that. I got into some shit with my mom's husband. Allegedly, I ran him over with my car. I did some time for that. You know what I mean? And
What do you mean, accidentally?
Yeah.
It was an accident. It was dark, so I didn't see him crossing, and you know, shit happened. He got injured. I faced I ran for a couple months. They ended up coming to get me and started that, and you know, when I was in Supermax waiting, I was facing 15 years for attempted murder.
Man.
Oh shoot.
And I was in Supermax for 9 months, and one day some black dude came up to me. And he looked like a 70-year-old Snoop Dogg, just real, you know, matted cornrows. Yeah, just you could tell homie had been there and done that. You know what I mean? He was like 70 something, and so I came in from court one day, and he was like, "Hey, can I talk to you?" And this was like in the day room, right? And I'm like, no.
You're like, wait, whoa.
No, dog. We're good.
Write me a letter.
Shoot some
me a
sign
kite.
language. Sign me from your bed.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude, I ended up asking. I'm not a dick, you know what I mean? Like, I have respect for my elders, so I told him, "What's up, man? What you got?" And he's like, "I know what happened to you, like, because I was in Supermax. I still had bars in my leg, like I was fresh shot. You know what I mean?
Wow.
And I had an external fixator, like when someone breaks their neck and they put the bars. I had that around my ankle.
Oh shoot, man.
Yeah, for like 18 months. So he told me straight up, like, I know what happened to you. And I was like, what the fuck? He's like, yeah, I know you lost your brother. You know, you're going through some hard times right now. He's like, but I was sent here from God to give you a message.
Oh, wow, that's powerful.
And I was standing in the middle. I was standing in the middle of the day room with like 75 dudes, homies, blacks. You know what I mean?
Right.
And he told me, he's like, you know, if you don't pay attention to the signs you're getting and the blessings that you're given, He's like, then God's gonna take one of your kids, so you could really. He told me straight up. He's like, God's gonna take. He used the word, God's gonna pluck one of your kids from this earth to make you realize that He's in control.
No matter what, He's gonna get your attention.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I was like I was in tears. You know what I mean? Because my kids are everything to me. You know what I mean? And I was just tripping out. You know, I got on the phone with my kid's mom, and I was crying because I was checking on them, like, what the fuck is going on right here? You know?
Like, is he putting a hit on my kids and I'm in here?
Right. It was just like mysterious, you know? And then so we talked for like forever, it seemed. And he just told me like a bunch of real shit, like stop ignoring God, you know? And you can't, he told me, he's like, you can't follow anybody and you can't worship anybody more than God Himself, you know? And to be honest with you, I worship my homeboy that passed away. Like I picked him over my family. I picked him over my kids. Like that was my boy. That like we're together. You know what I mean? Like we went through some stuff, and when he was telling me that, it was all making sense. You know what I mean? And so anyways, that happened, and then I went to my bunk, and I was tripping out. Like I was just talking to this guy for like an hour or more.
Yeah.
And I had me in tears and everything, and so I told. It was like some dude from Monrovia, like, hey man, did you see me talking to that dude? And he's like, no, what are you talking about? I'm like, I just came in from court and I was talking to this black dude right there. Look, and he looks. He's like, there ain't nobody there. And I look.
Hell no.
All his bunk was empty. Like nobody.
Whoa!
Two for two, dog. Hey, bro. We're gonna keep going, but we gotta take a quick break. But we'll keep going with this story, man. I think everybody gotta calm down for a moment, but we're gonna take a quick break, man. Right here, Jerry and the crew. We'll be back with Pushing Fruits LA, baby.
That's right.
The spooks is real.
What's up, everybody? It's your boy E-Man right here for Jerry and the crew, and this is what grinds my gears, man. I'm here with my boy Pushing Fruits LA, George, man. What grinds your gears, dog?
Man, what grinds my gears is when people prey on the vulnerable. You know what I mean? Like the street vendors. You know what I mean? People preying on the street vendors, but shit, pull up on me.
Get knocked out.
That's right.
Yeah. Pull up on me. That's right. Boom. Hey, man, welcome back to JR and the crew. We're right here with my boy Pushing Fruits LA, George. He's telling us about the mysterious man.
Oh, yeah,
The
dude.
mysterious man gave everybody goosebumps
Yes, they
on the
did.
last segment.
Oh, wow.
But that's the mysterious Snoop Dogg. But hey, big dog, so, you know, to hop back in there. So you talked to this mysterious man, this mysterious Snoop Dogg that, you know, kind of pointed you in a direction that you had been leaning towards, but at the same time, finally they yanked your ear and made you listen.
Yeah.
Right.
And had you in tears and in a sense of joyful tears, because you know that what you're thinking and your movement to go in a positive direction isn't just you. There's something out there that really wants to get your attention.
Yeah,
So
big time. It was like superpowers.
yeah.
Yeah, so I just, you know, he wasn't in his bunk, and we were all kind of like, you know, even my bunkie was just kind of tripping because I was telling him, and that's not something you could just make up in 5 minutes from seeing your bunkie, you know?
That's right.
And so, so after that, bro, I just, you know, I started praying a lot. While I was there, I didn't really care, you know what I mean? Like, I had just got shot. My brother died. I felt like I was slipping. Like, that was the worst part, is just knowing that you got caught slipping. You know what I mean? Like, so I was angry. I was in there just raising my hand. Let's do this.
Yeah.
Got to ride on someone. Let's do this. I'm hot right now.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, you're in a revenge mode.
Yeah, and so after that, I just really took a step back, and you know, I even asked my mom to send me some prayers, and
Wow.
my mom was on the stand testifying against me because I ran over her husband.
wow.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I felt so like,
So wait, hold on. I'm sorry. So you're asking, you're on trial for running over your mom's husband.
yeah,
But yet you're asking her for prayers.
yeah.
And she's sending you prayers.
She's sending me
Yeah.
prayers.
Oh my God. That's
It's
crazy.
his mother.
It's
She's
his
sending
mom.
me.
Yeah, it's his mom.
You know,
I
and
know,
in
but
her
she's, like,
defense,
prosecuting
yeah,
him.
no, but in her
Yeah.
defense,
I mean, she's just telling the truth, right? Or
in
what
her
she-
defense, I was a piece of shit, dog. Like, she was probably scared of me. her man was definitely scared of me.
Yeah.
And I just wasn't in the right time of my life. Like I was an angry gang member. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Right.
And the only thing that stopped me from doing a lot of things is I was handicapped. I didn't walk for like more than 2 years. You know, my left arm was messed up. I was just all put back together pretty much, you know. So that saved me a lot, you know, from hitting the streets and doing what we had to do or whatever. But mom was testifying me along with her husband, and I was asking her for prayers because I legit felt like I'm better than this. Like something's got to come in my favor, you know what I mean? And sure enough, man, God blessed me, and I'm here, and and I kept my promise, bro.
That's right, man.
That's
Yeah,
cool,
for
man.
sure,
So you,
for sure.
so you basically got out, and you were like, you know what, that's it. I'm changing my life.
Yeah, I got out like in 2006 or 2005, and I think I got 1 speeding ticket since then.
Oh,
That's
wow.
right, dog.
Yeah.
That's what's up, man.
Yeah, thankfully, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, you know, things happen and hiccups happen, but for the most part, I think just having a positive attitude and hoping for the best happens. You know what I mean?
That's right, man.
But even though like, I understand that you made that change in your life, but you did still go through your daily demons, dealing with your daily demons, right? Because eventually I want to get to why you got into
For
pushing
sure.
fruits,
Yeah.
but before that, what were some of the demons that? Because you're saying I'm gonna be focused, I'm gonna be
Yeah.
positive, I'm gonna do good things, but there's the trials you got to go through, man.
So my demons wasn't, you know, it wasn't the gang life. It wasn't none of that. My demons was depression. It still is. You know what I mean? And when I found that when I found myself depressed, I would get angry because I didn't want to be sad.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'd rather just smash on someone and say I was mad than
that was your
say I
coping.
was sad. You know?
Yeah.
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 And all my life I was always sober, so I already had the upper hand on most people.
okay.
You know what I mean?
Right.
I didn't
Wow.
drink, I didn't do drugs because I didn't want to be like my mom and dad. You know what I'm saying? Because I would see that those demons were obvious, and I was like, "Fuck that!
Right.
I'm straight." You know what I
Right,
mean?
right.
But my demons was depression and ultimately hurting people.
Right,
You know what I
right.
mean? Because
Yeah.
that's
That
what fed
translated
me.
into anger,
Hell yeah.
basically.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That was your beast.
that was my beast, and it, like I said, it still is, you know, and it's just a work in progress every day, and I like to stay busy so I don't.
Go back
I
to
think a lot. Yeah, for sure. Because dead time is bad time, bro. Like
Absolutely.
if I have dead time,
Yeah, your mind starts
know,
just going, everything.
it's bad. You know what I mean? So I try to get into every little nick and cranny, every event, every photo shoot, movie casting, background,
Podcast.
whatever it is.
Yeah.
Podcast,
That's right.
podcast with the homies right here.
That's right.
So
Yeah.
I just try to be busy, man, and thankfully enough, I was able to buy a fruit cart, and I'm busy
Dope.
as hell.
So going back, how is your relationship with your mom now?
I love her. Yeah,
That's
she's
right.
good. She
Good.
actually texted me this morning.
Oh, that's dope.
That's
See?
cool,
Yeah.
man.
See, there is redemption.
Yeah,
you know?
for sure.
Yeah.
Like my
And I-
mom, man, I don't blame her at all.
Yeah,
You know
and
what
like you
I'm saying?
said, you know, she knew you were up to no good. She knew she
Yeah.
didn't agree with your lifestyle, basically.
Nah, she never did. She
Yeah,
never
yeah.
did, but she was also not there to enforce structure.
Absolutely,
You know
yeah,
what I mean?
yeah.
That's
And-
true.
Yeah.
And I need structure to
Yeah.
this day.
Yeah.
I need that daily routine, and I need structure, because if not, there's some
going
loose
drifting
ends.
off. Yeah, you start
for
drifting
sure,
off and
for
stuff.
sure.
Well, congratulations, because it takes a big person to realize that.
Hell yeah.
Number one, to recognize your faults, right,
Yeah.
and your demons, and how you move forward from that. So congratulations
Yeah,
on that.
thank you.
And admitting it, because a lot of men won't admit.
Man, you guys
I
gotta
suffer
admit
from
that shit.
depression.
It'll be a better
Yeah.
life.
Right? Like
Right.
it's like
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
a big weight lifted off your shoulders.
Yeah,
Like, and
for
even
sure.
a lot of women won't recognize or admit that they're going through depression, because that makes them feel weak or vulnerable.
Yeah.
Right.
And those are two things that we don't like to do as human
Right.
beings.
Yeah.
And so for you to come on here, and I don't know if people seen like how tall you were, if they know how tall you were,
Yeah.
but for you to come on here and be a big man, and to be an even bigger man and admit, yeah, I suffer
Yeah.
from depression. Like,
doubt.
do you realize what you're doing to our
Yeah.
audience right now? Like, you're letting them know, like,
Yeah.
That's why I say
I'm
it.
dealing with it.
Yeah.
You too.
That's
You
why I
know?
say it,
Like, that's
because
dope.
you know there ain't no
it is.
shame. Honestly, there ain't no shame about saying you're depressed or whatever. The shame is when you take your life. You know what I mean? Because unfortunately, I've had a lot of people that take their lives in my life, and just the sadness and the anger at the funerals is just something I never wanted to do. But I've wanted to kill myself a lot of times. But the thing is that I felt my luck was so bad that I wouldn't die. You know what I'm saying? That
You
was
just
the
have to
only
suffer.
that was the only thing that kept me a few times from not killing myself. You know what I'm saying? And that was strictly because I really believe that George's luck was so bad that he's not gonna die and he's gonna end up being a laughing stock of people. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah.
And that was my fear. And,
Wow.
And,
Yeah.
and I just didn't do
That's
it.
crazy, man.
And I thank God I didn't do it. You know, because
Wow.
here we are.
That's right.
No, here we are
No,
doing
no
our
doubt. Doing big things.
Yeah. So, dude, but all that stuff, man. I mean, all the stuff you went through. You know, you got into NASA. How in the hell? Wait, GED or I mean, you high
Did
school
they just
diploma?
knock on
Nah,
your door
you know-
one day
nah,
and be
nah.
like, "Hey, we need
Yeah,
a homie
yeah,
to
what
work
made-
here"?
Because you're
what made
from
you like,
Monte,
I'm gonna
bro.
go- Yeah.
So when I got out of jail, I had an assault with the that was my ultimate conviction, was assault with a deadly weapon
Okay.
with great bodily harm. And no. What happened was I was just truthful to the investigators. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But there was a period of 6 months where I got hired and I was on the facility pending my background investigation.
Oh, so you were like,
So-
I'm not gonna get it.
You're only
So
gonna
I
be-
was
yeah.
like, dude, the men in black are gonna come through that door and they're gonna boot me off this campus. Yeah, bro. Yeah.
Hold on, George. Look at this pen real quick.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
So, but like,
Oh.
so how like you're
like, I'm screwed, I'm
so
in
is it like
prison.
Craigslist or what? Like,
when I
what
got
the
out, so
damn?
when I got out, I was
Necessary?
homeless. I was
Yeah.
homeless for 4 months, living in Covina, West Covina, in the parks, straight up. You
Oh,
know.
shoot.
And for 4 months, I was homeless because I could not get a job. Like I couldn't
your
even get
record.
a temp job. Nah, I was so frustrated. You know, like what the fuck? There's druggies that are working.
Yeah.
And some lady was like, "Look, mijo, you gotta realize that if we fire you, now we have to think about what you're gonna do to us as a retaliation because of your background." And I was thinking, like, damn, you ain't lying. And so I reached
Yeah,
out
think
to a
about that.
lawyer friend, and he's like, "You got to get it expunged. I'll charge you 3 bands." And I'm like, "Shit, I'll do it myself." He's like,
Yeah.
"All right, this is what you do. Do this, this, and this. Finish your conditions, pay your fines, do whatever, and then go for it." And I went for it. And,
Oh,
and
nice.
4 months later, the judge sent me a letter, and he couldn't believe how sincere I was. He said that in the 35 years of being on the bar, he never read a letter that sincere.
Wow.
So he expunged
Did you
my
write it
record.
yourself?
Hell yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I can write it.
I got
Yeah, I can write some
Ain't nobody gonna write you, Momo. Hey, we'll put
Sorry.
all that
You got-
time
we need
you
some
had,
pen pals.
all that time you had with the paper and pen behind that
shit.
shelf,
I could write
you
a little
improved your
something.
skills.
Yeah. Yes, right.
Oh yeah. No, that's
But
what's up,
yeah,
man.
so then I got a job. So I finally got a job with a contractor for Time Warner Cable, and I was doing residential installs. I was killing it, like top performer. I didn't even know how to hook up a Nintendo game. You know what I mean? And I just killed it, and I got tired of it. Child support was taking all my money. I was working like 6 days a week, getting like $20 checks.
Damn.
Like straight up, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? And you know, my fiance's mom, she seen that I was grinding, you know what I mean? And she's like, "Hey, would you be interested in working for NASA?" I was like, I mean, I never got asked that before, but shit, I did cable and I never did that. I'll do whatever I gotta do, you know? Yeah, let's do it. And so I was like, let's do it. If a job's offered to me, I would be a fool not to take it. You know what I
Right.
mean?
That's
Like,
right.
That's money right there. People are throwing at you. So I told her run it, and she got she made my resume actually.
That's right.
And she gave it to her people or whatever. And a couple months later, a NASA recruiter hit me up. Like, "You still want that job?" I was like, "Shit, hell yeah."
Yeah.
That's dope.
Let's
That's,
do
that's
it.
cool, man.
Yeah.
And here we are. January, I'll be 8 years.
Hell
Wow.
Good for
Yeah.
you, dog.
That's dope.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's what's up.
And I hold the lead
Clap.
position of my group, so yeah.
And it
Yeah,
gets
I got
better.
like 4 people under me.
That's
Oh, wow.
right, bro.
Dang,
That's
dude.
where it's at, man.
That's the grind right
and,
there.
and that's the whole point of this show, dude, is to have people like you come and motivate
right.
and just hear your story, bro, because there's so many people out there right now that are probably watching this and they're like, you know, maybe down and out, bro. And watching this is maybe something that makes them laugh or
Yeah.
something that could educate them in a sense that they see you what your struggle was. But you know what, bro? Like I always say to everybody that watches our show or if we have a show out there that we're trying to motivate you and bring some inspiration, is this, man, is that you can take yourself out of an environment.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that mentality is ever going to go
Yeah.
away, because when you're processed in a certain way and you're in a cage and you're basically, this is all you know, that's all you're going to know.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, you could break those chains, break that cage, and step out of that realm and still make a difference like you're doing, dog. And that's why we wanted to have you on the show.
Thank you.
This is why we want to, dude. There's just this is just the third segment, dog. We still got to go to the fourth segment. There's a lot more we gotta find out. We're gonna have that part 2, dude.
Let's do it.
You know what I'm saying? Like, but that's just where it's at, dog. Yeah. But we're gonna take a quick break.
Yeah.
And then we're gonna come back with where he's going next.
Let's do it.
That's right.
What's up, guys? Hey, thank you guys for watching the show. I really appreciate it. We really appreciate it. Check us out, YouTube, every Wednesday, 8 p.m. Please, if you guys don't like, share, or subscribe, I'm not going to get paid. And neither will E-Man. Please, I got y'all support.
All right, everybody, we are back, man, and we have our guest, George, Pushin Fruits LA in the house.
Yeah.
But look, man, the guy who actually helped bring you on the show is not even here.
I know. Hey,
But he's on the phone. We got Vic on the phone.
That's right, Vic. That's right.
Hey, man, my bad. See,
Gracias. Gracias for the support, big dog.
No, you know what happened, bro? I think God made this happen because I would have tried to take the show. Because I'm a showboater, dog. So I had to make sure you got the proper exposure, dog. Because you know what, you're doing a lot of shit, and I've been told you that
Thank
since
you,
the
thank you
first
for
time I
giving
met
my
you.
moment of shine, Pedro. I appreciate that.
Yeah, dog.
Don't pull up yet. I'm not done.
Yeah, my G. You went from a negative to a positive. Like, I mean, you got to look up to something like that, you know?
Yeah.
Thank you, Canal. I appreciate that.
Yeah. So, man, it sucks that I missed it, but for whatever reason, the dates got mixed up, and I'm here on set right now, I'm about to do my little fucking pusher scene where I'm slanging the fucking coca, but I don't do that no more because I'm trying to live a more safer life, you know?
Órale.
Is he a character right now?
He's a character. He's
I was
he's
gonna
on
say,
set.
wait a
He's on
minute.
set, so he's
He's
in
a
character.
character.
Yeah, he's still doing his
Hey,
thing.
but you know what's the truth, dog? I'm in the city of Monte, dog. I mean, your home.
I know you are. I heard what happened yesterday. I heard there was a little hiccup.
I know. It happened again today, dog.
I heard you guys are getting a little too active in the neighborhood, Canal.
They're getting too loud?
Yeah. The
No,
neighbors
it
were a
happened
little
today,
upset.
bro. An old school veteran done nothing but brosha. All I saw was eyes and a brosha, dog. He just pulled up and he's like, hey, what the fuck you guys doing in here? I'm like, oh, hey, we're filming a movie. He's like, hey, Monte, Florida. Like, oh shit, he started banging on fucking everyone. The crew and everyone.
Hey, it's a cold world out there, Canal. Hey, it's a hot summer and it just started. Better be careful, Pedro.
I know. I was like, fuck, I'm gonna put my fucking my polo shirt back on because I was here with a Dickie shirt looking fucking affiliated. I'm like, nah.
Just put one of those plastic visors on. Ain't nobody gonna trip on you.
Man.
Hey, put those shorts back on. Put the Dickie shorts
what's up,
back
Momo?
on.
You looking good? Hey, Momo, you looking good as hell today, man. When you get a little video, like, ooh.
You
Like
say that
low
to
key?
everybody all the time.
Damn, big.
Like low key, I'm like, you're trying to raffle me off, but I really think you want to be the highest bidder, you know?
That's right.
That's right. What do you think? Momo's gonna take you on
I
a
already
date,
told
Vic?
you, man. I
I will
already
not
told you.
take you on a date.
Yeah. Guys, all right, so I got to get going. I'm on set now. They're just calling me.
Oh.
Man, please.
All right, peace out, man.
We'll see you later, baby.
Thank you,
Later,
man.
Vic.
I'll see
Good
you guys
luck.
soon.
Break a leg. Break a leg.
All right.
Later, homie.
Yeah, break
All
that
right,
up,
all
man. Hey, but back to you, George, man. It's crazy, dude. But yeah, so dude, so you grew up in Almani. I mean, even hearing what Vic's saying, Almani is not a how could you say a weak city? I mean, a lot of people know Almani's like the hub. It's in between the 60, 605 and 10 freeway. So you got to go through Almani in order to get to San Bernardino or for San Bernardino to get to LA.
Yeah.
So
You gotta just stay on that 10 freeway.
yeah, get to the 10 freeway and just keep
Get off
going.
in Covina.
Yeah.
You'll be good.
You'll be better off right there.
Yeah. Just exit Covina. You're straight.
No, so he's out there filming a movie in your neighborhood and stuff, man. But you know that it's so cool, man, that now you're working for NASA. But then, like you said, you got to keep yourself busy because if you have downtime, your mind starts tripping, and that's like that with a lot of people. I mean, even for myself, I know for even for other people, if we don't keep ourselves busy, man, we could find ourselves just getting into depression. You know, because I'm like that.
Your mind takes over.
Yeah, you get downtime, and then you're like, "Am I doing enough? I could be doing something." Even Jimmy tells me sometimes because I feel like I'm not progressing, so I start getting into like a little bit of depression, you know. But
Yeah.
there's people in my life that are telling me, "No, bro, you're doing good. You're doing good." As you can see, like you're really doing great. So, is that from having a lot of downtime? Is that what you did with Pushing Fruits LA? Is it you started that, or you wanted to start reaching out to people?
Yeah, what was your inspiration?
So my inspiration was the paisita that sells fruit by my house.
all right.
I would get out of work, and you know, I'm fluffy. I like to eat, you know, and fruit and the chamoy and the tajin, all that. Like I could
my
eat that
mouth is
daily.
watering.
Calm down, bro. I'm kind of mad that you didn't bring any for us. All right.
Man, there was a lot of traffic. Good thing I didn't. You guys would get choro.
Yeah. A lot of hot-ass fruit.
I got you guys next time though, for sure.
Sweet.
But yeah, just man, just getting off of work and you know smoking a little leña on the way home, unwinding from the day, and I would stop with the frutero, and I would just chop it up with the man. He was probably late 60s hustler, and him and his wife had the same had a fruit cart in the same parking lot, just on different exits, and I would always chop it up with him, like on a bad day how much you make, and he's like, on a bad day like 400, 500,
Damn.
on a good day
Off of
8.
fruit.
And I'm just like, man, homie never had a frown. He was always chilling, and I'm a people person, you know what I mean? Like that's my goal, is to reach out and talk to people and just bring some humanity to
Right.
to the world, you know?
Yeah.
Everybody's so into their phone, like they so I asked him like where he brought the fruit and all that stuff, and he didn't really want to tell me too much because honestly,
He knew you were probing him.
Yeah.
no, what he thought I was gonna do is hire a bunch of people, like start a business and just pimp out the paisitas type of thing. You know what I mean? Like buy carts, and he honestly thought that I was gonna start a business. You know what I mean? And I told him, one day I told him, he's like, what's your purpose behind your questions? I'm like, because I want to be you. I want to sell fruit. I want to do this. And so, I went to the fruit district one day, and I asked some young cat right there. I tried to find the youngest, hippest dude right there, because there's some grumpy old men right there that work at the fruit district. And so I hit him up like, hey, man, where can I buy a fruit cart? He's like, let me call my uncle. So
No
he
shit.
made a phone call, and I ended up like on Slauson and Avalon in the fruit cart place.
That's what's up.
That's crazy, dude.
The whole
Yeah,
fucking distribution center.
Stuff you never knew existed. Huh?
So I talked to the lady there, and she showed me a couple carts, and I'm like, shit, I want that one. And I got a little loan out of my 401k, thankfully from NASA. You know what I mean?
right.
And I bought it $6,800.
Oh wow.
Man.
The problem is I bought it in July, thinking I was gonna hustle the whole summer, but it took 3 months to make it. So I lost
okay.
the summer, and then COVID hit.
Yep.
That was kind of whack. I mean, I do like pop-ups at like tattoo shops, like Chenta's shop in Whittier, or Cryptic Tattoo in Azusa. I'll post up in front of the shops and do my thing, and thankfully everybody's feeding with me and they support me. You know what I mean?
That's right.
Right.
man.
And-
But that's the question I want to ask, though. Like, why the success with you? Because, I mean, there's a lot of people doing what they're doing, but yet Pushing Fruits LA is apparently just getting all this attention. So what do you credit that to? Or is it because you give back? I mean, why do people want you?
What makes you so different other
Yeah,
than
I
having
think
tattoos?
I think I'm just a little different from your frutero, and people relate. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? A lot of people, and I'm so grateful that a lot of people reach out to me and they give me props on my grind. You know what I mean? Like I named Pushing Fruits LA the name because I used to push other stuff. You know what I'm saying? For a long time, and I'm tired of that. I'm tired of going home, hoping the cops ain't there. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Like.
Yeah.
ready to bust
And
you.
so Pushing Fruits LA it was, and I like the Dodgers. I mean, don't get the
Yeah.
hat.
Yeah, wrong
confused.
hat, dog.
Yeah, don't get the hat confused.
We don't
but,
talk about the hat.
But my cart is themed, the Dodgers colors and
right.
stuff like that. So I'm just here to sling in the county of LA. You know what I mean, and give back to the people on the
That's
streets.
awesome, man.
Dope,
Right.
man.
Yeah.
You know what? I think that what makes you successful is your story behind it. Like you were
for
saying,
sure.
like people don't just see the fruit cart. They don't just see you busting your ass.
Yeah.
Putting everything together. They actually see like a story. They see somebody's life come to fruition. All the hardships that you endured. Because I've seen you. I've seen you on your podcast. I saw you when you were on the show. And by you sharing your story and being completely open, it's like how do you not support somebody like you?
Right.
Thank you.
You know,
Thank you. I
because
appreciate
because
that.
it's not that it's a trend and you're doing it just because of that. It's not because, you want to make billions of dollars. Like you said, you want to be in your community, for the streets of Los Angeles or Los Angeles County, to be out there with the people. And I think that, that's amazing. I mean, that's good. And you should have success. And there should be no,
Thank you.
Stay humble, obviously, which you are.
For sure.
But, take it all in. Like, be proud of what you do.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. And
Definitely.
I'm kind of taking off on it because when the Mars rover landed in February, Ryan Seacrest hit me up and was like, dude, what's going on over there? He saw my story on LA Taco.
What?
That was the first
Super
story that I
dope,
did.
dude.
Was in LA
That's
Taco,
really cool, man.
and Ryan Seacrest saw the story, and him and Patty from the show, they reached
Yeah.
out to me, and they were like, dude, we want to talk to you. So he's a cool dude. Patty's amazing. Like they touch bases with me here and there, and
That's
and,
nice, man.
Yeah.
And so since then, like, I've gotten a lot of attention because I'm from El Monte, and I've taken a couple pictures with the rover, and I'm always posting stuff on my story on my personal page, and people are intrigued. Even my homies are intrigued. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like they call me like, damn, Pedro, you don't know how long I just got out from doing 15 years, but you don't know how long I've been into space, and you know what I mean, this and that.
And just
You know
chipping
what I'm
on
saying?
your success.
Yeah, for sure.
Chipping on your success and stuff.
And man, God is good, and things been good, And
So is God still part of your life and everything you're doing, or was it something, a phase that just got you out of that moment?
what, is God part of my life?
Yeah.
Oh, I thank God every day.
Okay. No, I'm
Yeah.
just asking because
Yeah,
some people
for
take it
sure.
for granted. They use God for that
No.
moment, and then all of a sudden, boom, they're just like, well, I'm doing my thing now. I'm just positive,
No. I mean, I'm not a Bible pusher, and I don't go to church every Sunday. But when I get in my car, I pray to God more times than one a day.
You have your own
know what I
personal
mean?
relationship with God.
100%.
No, that's all I'm asking.
Yeah. I'm a big believer, and I honestly I believe in all religions. You know what I mean? Like, I wear the evil eye stuff. I wear the Hamsa. I wear San Judas. I wear, you know what I mean? Because I believe that you can never be too blessed.
That's right.
You know what I mean? If one ain't working, maybe the other one's gonna work. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just don't have time to be picky. Like, bring it all. You know what I mean?
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? So.
So real quick, man, I know going into you work at NASA. You're pushing Fruits LA, but now in your life, I look at it like you want to start giving back because you have an event coming up.
Yes,
right?
sir.
So you have an event. Talk about a little bit about that thing.
Yeah, so I have an event August 7th in the city of El Monte. And what it is, it's a backpack for youth, you know what I mean? And I linked up with my good friend Jacob from Project Coffee Cup. And he, I helped him out on a couple times serving bacon wrap hot dogs in Skid Row.
Oh, nice.
And after the second time that I helped him, we hooked up like 350 bacon wrap hot dogs in Skid Row.
Wow.
Yeah, a couple people were like, "Damn, you want bacon? Hell yeah, I haven't had bacon in 6 years." I'm like, and I'm thinking like, "Damn, 6 years without bacon? That's crazy." Like, you know what I'm saying?
I can't go a day.
Yeah, so Jacob, he showed nothing but love to me, because I think he sees my grind and he sees where my heart's at, you know what I mean? And he hit me up like, "What's up, man? You want to do an event in your city?" I was like, dang, yeah, I want to, but I just don't know how to go about it,
Right. Yeah, you're just doing your thing.
Man, we've been plotting, me, Jacob, our friend Rosa, she's helping with the registration. We started off with registering 50 backpacks, and we're like at 210 backpacks
Wow,
right
that's
Yeah,
cool, man.
so-
So that's now your way of giving back. Like, God's doing something in your life. You're moving forward. I mean, you're grateful from your past, and it's like, just because of your gratefulness, I think he attract that goodness to your life,
the
that
positive
positiveness.
vibes.
I feel it. I feel it, and I'm the only thing I'm upset about is that I didn't feel that a long time ago, and I wish I would have. You know what I mean?
That's right.
And that all bases behind like not giving a fuck. I spent
Right.
a lot of years not giving a fuck about anything, and I didn't find myself anything good happening to me. And thankfully that's changed, and I give a fuck now, and I'm glad I do, because a lot of things are happening crazy,
That's right,
like
Yeah.
before me. You know what I mean? I'm like, oh shoot, like that's just not supposed to happen.
Right.
That
Right.
came from somewhere. You know what I mean?
When is your event, bro? What date is it? Is that
So check this out. So August 6th is my birthday, right?
August 6th. Okay.
And August 7th is the event, because I just really feel like God gave me life, and I'm gonna give back. You know what I mean? Because
That's
I would be a
right.
fool not to. Honestly, at this point,
I heard about
you know what
that.
I mean?
You want to do your birthday to give back to your community.
Yeah, I do. I do. You know, last year I celebrated in Cancun. Year before that, you know, just barbecues and drinks and beers and all that. But this year is like,
Change it up.
so much stuff happened this year to where, man, this is like way better than drinking a beer. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
It's time to give back.
I'm
man.
just gonna take it all in and you know, I have my lawyer, my longtime lawyer, that's gonna be a motivational speaker that day.
Wow, man.
I
That's
have
cool.
the staple of El Monte, Sally from Sally Shoes.
Mm-hmm.
She's gonna speak to the kids. A rapper from Almani, you know what I mean, Trippy G. He's gonna speak to the kids. So, like, a lot of homies are reaching out to me, like, "Hey, big dog, can we help you?" You know what I mean? And I'm like,
Make it
pull
even
up.
bigger.
Why not, man?
You know what I'm
Shit,
saying?
Put
Pull
the city
up.
back on the map. Them city's on the map, my man, and you know that.
Yeah. Right.
But you know, at the end of the day, put the city on the map for some positive shit.
Yes.
Yeah.
We've been down, but we've all been down too long, dog,
Yes.
to not put us up on a positive. And congrats to you,
Thank
and,
you.
And everything you're doing in your city, bro.
Thank you.
That's mad props.
I really
Support you,
take
man.
that in. I really take that in, bro, because you know, people didn't say thank you to me a lot. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And now, like, just people telling me thank you and reaching out to me and asking for advice, like, that shit hits hard. You know what I mean? Because there was a time where I felt worthless. You know what I mean? And helping people and doing this stuff, it's bringing a little bit of a purpose to my life. You know what I
Right.
mean?
That's
and,
right.
and I feed off of that. And I feed off of the thank yous. And I feed off of the pictures or whatever it is. You know what I mean? Because I'm doing it for them. You know
That's
what I mean?
right.
Yeah.
At the
But
end
hey,
of the
man,
day.
check this out. We gotta go.
Yeah.
But man, your story is powerful, bro. And
Thank
you
you.
know what your story I love about your story is that you got out of prison. And most people right now, we know people, they get out of prison and they give up and they go back to drugs or the
Yeah.
gang life because they don't know how to adapt back into
Yeah.
because of they feel they're failing.
Yeah.
But you still grinded and pushed. And I think
Figured it
because of you grinding and pushing and then having that moment where God was telling you, you know, you need to change your life, you just became grateful.
Yeah.
And because of that, it just opened doors
Yeah.
for you like
And
crazy,
and
man.
we're not stopping, man.
And we're not stopping.
We're going through
Yeah.
all them
Baby.
open doors.
That's right.
Yeah.
Pushing Fruits LA, man. We're gonna
Yes,
put you
yes.
on there. Blast it, follow it. You know, this guy's gonna be
Get 'em
popping up
followers.
everywhere, man.
Sure,
check my
for sure.
personal
Well,
IG
yeah.
too, so you can follow my acting career.
Yeah.
_ C's up one CEEZ _ up one.
That's right. We didn't even get into his acting career, but man,
next time.
Next time,
man.
man.
Hey,
Yeah,
thank
let's
you,
do
bro.
it.
Appreciate
Thank
you being
you.
here with
Yeah,
us, doggy.
appreciate you.
No, thank
guys.
you, bro.
Appreciate you, man.
Thank you.
Tune in, Jay on the Crew, baby. Wednesdays, 8 p.m.
That's right. Until next time, we out. Hey everyone, thank you for watching our episode tonight. But look, don't just watch it, get connected.
That's right. On IG, YouTube, Facebook. Don't forget to like and share, man. We appreciate you guys. This is E-Man from JR and the Crew. Tune in.